Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we got some interesting news that's been floating around throughout the gaming sphere. Now, I've seen this news for the past few days, and I kind of wanted to go and sit on it a little bit before I go make a video on it. There's a lot of other big various topics and stuff, but I feel like for a nice comfy Sunday video, it seems like kind of a fun thing to go deep down and look at some numbers, talk about the future of the Xbox, and as well, kind of go and highlight the fact that the PlayStation 5 has now been apparently outselling the Xbox console 5-1. Now, this headline's been kind of making its rounds around town, and people are obviously concerned about the future of Xbox. Like, Xbox might be making new consoles, might be doing mid-gen refreshers, might be making like a white Xbox. We talked about some of that in the video earlier on today. But when it comes to everything else, it's not really selling as much as people expect, and we're kind of seeing the PlayStation 5 almost taking a free run on winning this competition/console war throughout the year. Now, console wars are always the kind of the dumbest things out there because you play what you like, where you like, and etc. And the fact that we are kind of seeing like somewhat of a mitigation between all of these game consoles is also nice. Like, it kind of tones down the where, when, what, and whys. Just be there and play. But right now it is intriguing to note because it does seem like the Xbox has been very, very faltering out, and it seems like the trajectories are getting worse and worse, and at a certain point where people are even more, once again, curious than if there is going to be a future in the Xbox. We've covered this up a little bit, and I actually had some hate when I first made those videos, but I think the more and more and more it comes out, I think the more and more likely it is that the Xbox console at some point will still be tapered out. But I always keep on trying to say, like, we're going to definitely get a next Xbox. It's going to be around for at least a little bit. Totally get it. So let's go talk about these numbers that came out, and as well, I want to hear your thoughts and comments down below. We have the Twitter and Twitch room as well if you guys want to follow. We're just doing some fun little streams up on Twitch, and of course, I'm going to go get some Pan Express because I kind of feel like it. I don't know. Like, I don't know about you guys. Like, random Sunday night not doing nothing, some Pan Express sounds pretty good to me. So as I mentioned, right now, we've been seeing a lot of articles, like tweets, articles, mentions, everyone kind of talking about the fact that the PS5, even though the PS5's been kind of rocky, the sales numbers have gone down, the projections have gone down, it's still doing very well, but it's definitely tapering down. Xbox tapered to the floor, like it's not good at all. So the PS5 shipped almost 5 times more than Xbox Series X and S during the last quarter, with all the analysts now reporting. And people are like, well, is it even time to start making the next Xbox? Which this is why we made the video earlier on today. Sony shipped almost 5 times more PlayStation 5 units than Microsoft shipped Xbox Series X and S consoles during the last financial quarter, according to one analyst. Basically, we had a chance to see Sony shock, and they were kind of projecting around a 20 million. Xbox, for some odd reason, is always very quiet on Game Pass numbers and Xbox sales. But through the analytics and all these charts over here, we'll show a few different various charts with the video, it is not good at all. Like, very, very not bad. Like, it's not good. Sony announced that it shipped 4.5 million PS5 units during the 3-month period ending March 31st, 2024, down from the 6.3 million it shipped in that same quarter the prior year. So we're seeing that's a pretty big, substantial amount and percentage of the drop. Microsoft has said that Xbox hardware revenues declined 31% during the quarter, predicting more declines to come, but the company does not report console sales figures, perhaps with good reason. Now, one analyst has provided an estimated PS5 to Xbox Series X to S ratio that gives us the idea of just how far behind Microsoft has fallen when it comes to console sales. And there's a lot of reasons for this. Number one is on exclusives. Like, there's not been good exclusives. I would argue there's better on PlayStation right now. We do have Hellblade coming out very soon, but we have not seen, like, basically any marketing for it. Game Pass, obviously, still is on PC, so there's going to be quite a few Game Pass users on PC, myself included. And as well, like, there's just a lot of issues, like, for both consoles at this point. Not to make it an anti-Xbox video, but, like, just you have to incentivize people to want to go buy the console. And of course, with like PS5 Pros coming out soon, people are waiting out for that. And then Xbox, people are probably waiting for the same thing if they were considering getting a console. Xbox hasn't done as many good bundles as PlayStation has. Like, there's a lot of reasons for it. It's still doing okay, but there's reasons why. So Daniel Ahmed, the director of research who we've covered on our channel before, and Insights at Nico Partners, tweeted to say the firm's estimates put the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S at 5-1 for this quarter. Giving Sony shifted 4.5 million PS5s during the period, that would mean that Microsoft shifted approximately 900,000 Xbox Series X and S consoles combined. Now, for a general big business still selling 1 million units of like multi-$100 units, and the tech side, and also getting like the people into the ecosystem, getting people on Game Pass, buying software, accessories, Xbox controllers, like there is also making money on other sides. But at the same time too, it gets a little bit on the scarier side when we kind of go through these like Twitter chains over here showing these numbers. saying the PS5 has sold 59.2 million units as of March 31st. This is slightly behind the PS4 in the same time frame of around 60 million, but very comparable, at least. They do not expect the PS5 to surpass the PS4 in the next year, probably because sales seem to be going down, and I do kind of remember PS4s being very consistent throughout most of their run. The other words, while console hardware sales are healthy, Sony is unable to sell more than the prior gen, which is kind of surprising. You'd assume more people get into gaming, more people like YouTube, Twitch, more people have hopefully more disposable money, and as well, obviously, gaming as a whole has gotten huge. Way more mobile users, way more people enjoying it, like it's more commonplace. Video game movies becoming mainstream, Uncharted, look at it like Last of Us, all of that. So you would think they'd have more merit to it. And so they're saying there's been a huge focus on increasing the RPU for console users and also embracing different types of strategies such as going to mobile, going to PC, Xbox games to PlayStation, etc. But you can kind of go and see that the PS4 has been pretty healthily keeping up, if not winning. Like, we have had a few years, like, look at this, they actually won by 800,000 consoles, over 1 million over here. But on the initial launch, the fiscal quarter 2 really was a flop. Really was an issue. Like, that was like during the big constraints over there. And we kind of go through all these numbers, and it kind of just shows that a lot of these things are kind of slowing down. Mainly because, like, you can make a lot of money on this one too, and PlayStation's does really well. But at the same time, we are seeing a lot of issues when it comes to Xbox as a whole. And they're kind of saying too, yeah, it's around like 5 times more. So they also put out this gap is relatively new. So there always has been a little bit more of a competition between the two, but it seems like that's been spread out a lot more. And with the Xbox Series X and S closer to 2-to-1 versus PS5 in lifetime to say, so basically they're about half. Like, let's say 60 million PlayStations and then maybe like 30 million Series X and S's. So the gap is clearly widening as of now, because obviously the sales numbers, the trajectories are way lower, and it kind of seems like Xbox is really losing heat in the console itself. For comparison's sake, Xbox One ended up at 58 million, and it seems unlikely the Xbox Series X and S will even beat that figure, which is also scary. You never want to have a bigger flop from a prior console generation. Although still selling 60 million consoles is insane, it's still good, and is worth meriting keeping your Xbox console in the future. Although you may have to switch it up a little bit better. They did have slightly better hardware specs, but they needed more. They need more games, more of a sellout for Game Pass, more integration, and maybe people would like the next Xbox more. Perhaps the huge gap in PS5 and Xbox shouldn't come as much a surprise, given Microsoft's clear shift away from the console as the be-all, end-all in the gaming ambitions. Microsoft has admitted Xbox has lost the console war, and there's little sign Xbox will catch up to PlayStation's generation. And I think it is. Like, it's true. I do not think Xbox even has a chance. If PlayStation stop even selling right now, where they're already at 60 million, and projections are hoping they even hit 58 million, at this point in this console generation, they kind of lost. Like, they're done, like, at this point. But it's also, I think, why they're pushing towards adding Activision games over to other various platforms. Now, I want to show you guys some other various sales numbers, too, as well, to kind of give you guys a better picture. Look at the PS5 versus the Switch versus Xbox. You guys can kind of see these numbers. Like, there has been times where PlayStation's blown them out of the way. Hugely out of the way. And also sometimes they've been very close. But then once again, there's been times where they completely blow them away. And then even now, look at this, 1.6 million to 300,000. And the Switch is all around pretty relevant, but obviously we're waiting for the next Switch 2 to go come on out. Gotta look through all these current numbers too as well. In comparison to 2022 and 2024, the percentage on the PlayStation's gone up astronomically high, 154%, while the Xbox Series X and S down 42%. Numbers are also down as well. And you can kind of see these numbers in general. The PlayStation 5 is still doing well, way better margins, but it's still also down 14.4% if you look at the overall, like, year-to-year only comparing to PlayStation. And then in comparison to Xbox by itself is also down 36% on their own year-to-year. Switch obviously is down, but is way deeper in the life cycle, and we are anticipating and have pretty much confirmations and many rumors on the Switch 2, so it would make a lot of sense in why these numbers are going down, but PS5s and Xbox are still current gen. The PS5 would make a little bit of sense too, because the Pro is coming at some point, and we heard a lot more rumors on that. And then the Xbox Series X will most likely have a refresher and also a next-gen title, but we haven't had a chance to see it all so far. But a lot of these numbers have been rough. Like, we're looking through these numbers in total, and it does kind of seem like, in general, it's a lot smaller. Look at some of these numbers. 7.9 million versus 1.9 million. 1.6 million running up to 300,000. And these numbers are astronomically, well, just scary to see, because we need a lot more sales for Xbox to come on up. Now, once again, they do have other various things. Game Pass, their own individualized games, putting stuff to, say, PlayStation, buying Activision, kind of more switching towards the publisher side. A lot of these things make sense. Like, it's understandably so. But it does kind of seem like these numbers are slowing down a lot. Xbox is getting to the point where I'm not even sure how long they want to keep on supporting it. They will for a while. If you have one, don't feel bad. They're going to be there. That's fine. But it's going to be very scary to go and see at the end of the day. So give me your thoughts and comments and everything down below. Subscribe if you guys are new. We also do have the Twitter and Twitch if you guys would like to follow. I'd love to have you guys down there. I appreciate y'all so much for watching here in the first place.